Hey Peaches, I'm Eleanor. Welcome back to my kitchen. Today we're discussing the Strength card. We're going to talk about it upright, and we're going to talk about when it comes up in a reading looking like that, in reverse. Okay? So today I am making kind of a sticky banana bar type thing because the reason I chose this for the Strength card was because it called for brown bananas, which meant I had to be patient and wait for the timing to be just right. I had to access patience to get them good and brown and not rush, and at the same time hope that they didn't cross the line and become too brown to use by the time I had a day off work to do the video. So trusting in the process, and they sounded yummy. So anyway, this is the 8th card of the deck and the 9th video of the series. And when I'm all finished with the cards, when I've explained them all and made 78 treats, I will be returning to doing your YouTube videos. Your readings is the word I'm looking for. But if you'd like a private reading, I'm still doing those, and you can check out my Etsy page. It's linked below for a private reading through email anytime. The written word is my favorite, so I eagerly look forward to reading for you. Okay, anyway, I have brown bananas, butterscotch chips, I have cashew butter, maple syrup, and almond flour. And these are also, I think, fitting for the Strength things because this is kind of like well, it's not keto or sugar-free or anything like that, but it is kind of, it has a lot of fat and protein in it, so it's got that scrumph to it. Okay, so I'm going to start off with my bananas and start talking about the Strength card. So Strength is an energy of calm grace, of patience, of composure. It is courage, compassion, and a resolute balance, perseverance. So there is a gentle persuasion that is completely and totally free from force. If you look at the imagery, the maiden doesn't earn the trust of the lion by baiting it with meat and being like, hey, come here, I got something for you. Or she doesn't beat it into submission and shame it or harm it in any way to break its spirit. She just bees, and the lion feels safe to approach. So anyway, the lion represents, let me get my act together here. The lion represents our animal instincts, passions, fears, that fight or flight response, rage, grief, ego, and the maiden represents sensitivity, compassion, composure, vulnerability, unflinching confidence and security. The big one is presence. This is a very present energy that doesn't look forward. It does look forward with hope, but not with impatience. Quiet determination, let's say. So the lion doesn't become her pet. It becomes her indomitable spirit. Alright, let's see. This is a half a cup, right? Okay. So when this comes up in a reading, you are accessing a purity of spirit and awareness needed to draw your manifestation towards you, to attract what it is that you want rather than chase after it. So it's like it's having the fortitude not to run, not to collapse, not to uproot your seed before it's sprouted. Not to react in the face of fear or challenge. Okay. So it's a call to trust in timing, but not in a passive way, and not in a strategic way. With an intentional awareness, knowing that the right time, that you will be able to access the right time and recognize the right time and act decisively in the right time, at the right time. without rushing out to meet the right time. And in so doing, you gain trust, exude beauty, and what did I say? Increase your gravity, your attractiveness, but not physical attractiveness. Well, it can be. Anyway, so when it is reversed, there are some questions you can ask yourself in order to, turn it upright where we would like it to be. Where am I gripping too tightly to something? So like an example of that would be, as a sewer, this is kind of something that I've experienced. If you feel like you're going to drop the spool of thread and you hold on to the thread, you'll notice that the spool will roll to hell across the room. But if you let the thread go, it usually will just plop right by you. That kind of grasping that creates distance, ironically. Where are you trying to control another or trying to control your environment? So, like, I think this has come up in readings before where I talk about the frailty of the human form, in that, the biosphere that we live in is razor thin, and we have to have air that is made up of just these elements, and the temperature has to be just right. We are fragile beings, but the spirit, our spirit, your spirit, has no such limitations other than the ones that you choose to impose upon it. It doesn't have that vulnerability and that frailty. So what ways do you need to toughen up or thicken your skin? Are you applying brute force inappropriately or losing your cool? Has fear caused you to act out in a way that has become a self-fulfilling prophecy? Are you being governed by your baser instincts? Has reaching for something chased it away and chased it further from you? And have you lost faith? Faith that what's yours can't be taken away. And so there's a clinging and a grasping and an attempt to control. And a fear response that creates repulsion rather than cohesion. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press this into here. And it's kind of gooey now, but it's supposed to firm up in the fridge. Once again, patience and trust, and not dumping a whole bunch of almond flour because I'm afraid it's not going to work out, and then end up having a dry, nasty, unpalatable dessert. Anyway, so upright or reversed, it's about mutual respect between your lower and your higher self. A lion isn't wrong for being a lion, right? And neither are you for being wholly and completely, authentically you in every aspect, in every way that means. So there's acceptance. It is acknowledging that this physical form isn't your enemy. It's your interface between spirit and the material world. And so it's for you to befriend and to build a relationship and an allyship with, not to escape or flee through transcendence, nor to beat into submission to meet certain cultural and societal standards, i.e., and this is, a personal insight, but the way eating disorders, we judge the lion, as wrong as being for lion, as in the body being hungry in order to keep you alive. And that's its only objective, it's its only job. It wants to keep you alive. So it is trying to beat that lion into submission, where really when the maiden and the lion unite and realize that they're on the same page, well, society and culture don't like that kind of strength, because then they can't sell you anything. Anyways, side note, the girl gives this lion a voice. She listens past the hum of fear and ego, and she doesn't run, nor does she beg or manipulate. She just opens her hands and some things just cannot be rushed. So, well, this is nothing to look at all, but I'm going to accept it and trust it and refrigerate it and hope it tastes yummy later. Okay guys, like, share, and subscribe and all that good stuff, and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you.